Welcome to the JAWN podcast. I'm your host, Shalia.
And your host, Janina.
And welcome to season 8. We are here. We are in season 8 and we are back. So let's open with today's words of affirmation. Today's words of affirmation say, don't look back, keep moving forward.
And this week, word of the week is projection. Projection is a psychological defense mechanism where people identify their negative emotions, beliefs, or traits in someone else. People project to protect themselves from uncomfortable inner conflict and anxiety. So, I use this. I selected this because I feel like mostly like all of us project. Me personally, I was called out recently about projecting. So, sometimes we have to be kind of aware of our past traumas and not allowing it to damage our relationship with people that's in the current now based off like what somebody else did to us, maybe our past experiences that weren't good. A lot of times, like they said, it's a defense mechanism. A lot of times we do that because you're trying to like prepare yourself for the worst. So that's why I choose projection.
Good word choice. Good word choice. So what's up with you, sis? You good? You cool?
I'm cool. I'm blessed. I have my first retie tomorrow.
Okay, that was fast.
Girl, I went too long because I went the like longest I could go. Yeah, because I couldn't wash my hair all this time. And because of that, I already have dry scalp, and then like my face breaks out when I have like the buildup in my scalp, and so I went a little too long. I need to go a week less because I was fine up until like almost the 4th week, and then that's when like dandruff was like, "Hey, girl, I'm here."
Okay, that's what's up. Time be flying. I feel like I was just in Philly.
Girl, listen. As an adult, time goes by so fast. So it doesn't even matter. You know, I know one day, I think last week, I noticed that time was going by slow, like that particular day. And I was like to Ava, oh, today time is going by slow. I was loving it. You know how like when you have a lot of things to do and then like you look up and you see the time and you're like, what the heck? Where did those 2 hours go?
Yeah. So, that happens to me all the time. That happened today. And I was like, it's already 5 o'clock. But it moved fast because I woke up and started, and 9 to 5 went by real fast, which I like them kind of days. So yeah. But I'm good. I'm good. I don't have no complaints. Things are moving forward. And I'm thankful, grateful, and blessed. Like I literally I could complain, but why? Why? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Learning to pick my battles and learning that everything you don't really need to react or respond to, because my ultimate goal is keeping my peace. So that's where I'm at. But we're happy to be back. Happy to be back to recording.
Yep.
So yeah. All right. So
it just went by fast.
Huh?
I said that it just went by fast.
I know, right? So what you got? You got, oh, I like that JAWN. Nope, I don't like that JAWN.
So I do have 2. Oh, I like that JAWNs. One is the show Only Murders in a Building on Hulu. I've been knew that this was around, but I never really knew what it was about. I do have a biases on series that lack people of color. So a lot of times, and this series has like maybe one black person in it. So a lot of times it's not on my radar, basically. So I'm gonna do 2 shows. So I'm gonna do this white show, which is Only Murders in a Building. Only Murders in a Building, which is on Hulu. And it is good. I didn't even realize they had as many seasons because I breezed through the 2 seasons. Like while I was working, I was watching it, and then I saw like an article about season 3. I'm like, oh wait, it's a third season. So it's actually, the premise is actually like they're recording a podcast. So the funny thing about it is that I was in the office and I was ear hustling and somebody was talking about it and I heard them say podcast, like that the show had something to do with podcast. So that's what made me actually look into it. So they're creating like a true crime podcast, but it's like real life murders happening in the building that they live in.
Okay.
And then the other show that I watched was The Other Black Girl on Hulu.
I tried.
You didn't like it? I liked it. It was, yeah, it was a horror flick, I guess. I heard that on Facebook, I'm in a couple of groups and people were saying that they didn't like the book. But besides besides, you know, the outcome, but I mean, it was good to see some people working. And my other I like that joint is a podcast called Bombing with Eric Andre. You know who Eric Andre is? So he's a comedian. He's black, but he's really fair skinned. He basically interviews other comedians and they talk about like their careers and times when they were bombing stories. So it's good though. Okay. So that's mine.
It's funny because I stayed up late for no reason last night because I tried to watch this new show on NBC called Found. And
oh yeah,
but it was the acting was so corny.
Really?
It was. I couldn't do it. I was like, I can't do this. And I don't know. I think for me, like I'm growing out of TV because when I watch stuff, I just be like, no. So that may be where I'm at with it. But we had tried to watch it together, and we both were like, "You want to finish watching?" I was like, "No, I stayed up for nothing because I was all yawning and tired." And
the previews didn't necessarily catch me. So the actress who's the main character, I mean, I know her from Shameless, but
right, I liked her. That's why I was like, "Oh, she." And the whole premise of it was that she was kidnapped, and then she got free, and she was using her kidnapper to help her to free other people who had got kidnapped. So I thought it was good, like, and like something that's happening today, but it was just the acting was
and some shows are and some shows do start off slow because I have experienced both where like a show started off slow and then like an event happened and it picked up, and then also where a show started off really good and then it started to be a little too much.
It wasn't even that, it was that the acting was bad.
Oh really? It was her acting wasn't bad though, right?
Her acting was bad. The other characters that they had, it just was bad. So I don't know. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. So I like that joins. I'm loving my own hair, and that hasn't happened in a long time. But I'm finally embracing my hair. I've been wearing it out for the last 2 weeks. People, awesome. It's so funny because people at my job were like, because when I first took my braids out, like I wear like it's not really an afro, but I just wear it out in like its natural state. Right. And people were like, I didn't know you had all that hair. And I was just like, it's really not a lot of hair. Right. But I guess when people see you wear braids all the time, they think like your hair is like really, really short. That's why you're wearing braids. But I'm like, no, I have hair. Y'all just don't get it because braids are more convenient for me. Like I don't have to style. Yeah. Yeah. But, I don't know. I guess that's how people think. Like you don't have no hair if you wear braids.
I don't think a lot of Black women think that way, but
I work with all Black women.
That's so weird, but I don't know. I don't assume how long anyone's hair is if they have braids.
They were just like, I don't know. Maybe one of them has
probably because
locks.
you always wore braids.
Because they never see my real hair. One of them has locks. One of them wears weaves all the time or wigs.
Oh, okay.
The other one has a low, short haircut. I don't know. But yeah. So my other I like that joint. I was on the phone with one of my Tiffany. I was on the phone with Tiffany one night. And she was going to an event the next day, but it was supposed to rain in Philly. And so I was on the phone with her while she was looking for a rain poncho. But she ended up finding this cute rain jacket at Target. So the rain jacket was real cute. Here I go. Knowing I need to stay off the internet, but I was on Target.
That is so funny.
For a rain jacket.
Yeah,
because honestly, it rains a lot here. And when I say rain, like it's torrential rain, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, and I haven't had a rain jacket. The last one I had, I bought it from the thrift store, and it was like years ago.
Yeah, I don't feel like I ever like intentionally purchased one. I think my mom like left one here before. But one thing I've been saying that I was going to buy is, did you see the hair umbrella? Like the thing, the bonnet thing. I need to get one of those. Because I was struggling because I'm not supposed to get my hair wet, so I was like struggling.
Yeah, I don't think I need that just because like we have a garage, but I could use a rain jacket because like going in and out of stores and stuff like that. But I don't know. We'll see. So that actually brings us to prime time. So what did you buy? Who been getting your money? What website you been frequenting? Put in your credit card number.
The question is, what haven't I bought? But but so I got a new bed. So I bought a comforter set. I bought that in person. And I bought some sheet sets from Ross, some pillows from Ross. I gotta put on the bed. I bought a skirt because honestly, I guess with king size beds, it's hard to find like the full bed in the bag. You know, if you got a full size bed, you can get the full bed in the bag, 20 piece set. But like with king size bed, they're like 7 piece. That's all you can get. Yeah. So I bought a black skirt, a black bed skirt. I got new glasses. I bought Ava some new glasses. I bought Aiden this really cute jacket. It's like this varsity jacket, but it's not as heavy, and then it has an A on it. I got that from Kid City. Yeah, I got that. It was really cute.
But sidebar though, the bed skirts for a king size bed are so hard to put on. Like you definitely need help. Did you need help when you put yours on?
I didn't put it on yet. I just got it yesterday.
Oh, child. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bed skirts, period. But the king size, like, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, I probably just did Eva. Listen, we did a thing, okay? I did all this like without a man. My queen size bed, I chopped it up. I went online and I was like, yes. So I went online. I was like, ways to get rid of a mattress, right? Mm-hmm. Because I really didn't want to put that mattress out on the street. So they were like, either wrap it up in plastic and put it out on the street, or you can break it down and put it in trash bags. Girl, so that's what I did. Okay. It was a lot though. But I bought this bed frame. Like I have a basic bed frame. I didn't buy like a bed. Also, I felt like I don't know. I was like, I didn't really want to buy like a really big, nice king size bed until I moved. And a lot of times the bed itself outside of the mattress takes up space. So I just bought like a basic bed frame with a headboard. And Ava helped me put that together.
Okay. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm like, listen, she won't know. You don't need a man. But when
some stuff you do. Some stuff you do. Anyway. You could have called your dad. He would have came and helped you.
I didn't need him to though. I was able to put that up. But when my man came, he just took the bed, the old bed, because I still had the old bed upstairs. I couldn't really take it downstairs all by myself. So he took the old bed downstairs and took it to the dump for me.
Okay. That's what's up. So I bought some new sneakers. I bought some new balances. Because my old ones, they was done. I was still trying to wear them. I put them in a washing machine. I don't know, for some reason I love gray New Balances. I don't know what number it is. I think it's
gray.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Eva got. Gray.
I don't know what number they are though. Are they 9-5? I don't know. I'm not even going to start the lie. And then I bought hangers because my closet, I need to clean it out, but it's overflowing. So like the hangers where you could put like 4 or 5 pairs of pants.
Like it collapse. The collapse hanger? Because I think I was about to order that.
The pants hangers are like
I know
layered. Like you can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the shirts is like they're long. I think you can hang like 6 shirts on one. And it does collapse and you hang it in the closet like a hanger. So I bought a whole bunch of those because this weekend, that's what I plan to do. I plan to transition my summer stuff and bring out my fall stuff.
Yes, that's what you need to do. But listen, today it was like 84. I'm like, why is it so high?
But it be cold in the morning. So.
But I was only out. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like I was out in the morning. I parked my car at like 9. And then I didn't go back out until like 2 something. So I had put a hoodie on. I had a hoodie on my son this morning. And I was actually like, do he need a jacket? Like I didn't check the weather. So he had a hoodie on this morning. And then Ava, she couldn't find her sweatshirt. So she had just a cardigan on. But I put my hoodie on after I took my shower and was about to go outside like that, girl. I was like, that's why I was like, did I leave the stove on? Why is it so hot in the hallway?
Yeah. It gets hot throughout the day, but in the morning, you need that hoodie and that cardigan because it be a little brisk, especially here because there's so many trees and grass and all of that stuff. Be like, do I need the heat in the car?
It's like 3 different seasons in one day.
Yeah, it is. It is. So you gotta hit this joint up. Is where we highlight a small business. And this week we're highlighting a business called the Sister Shop. And the Sister Shop is actually located in Atlanta in Atlantic Station. It is, the address is 265 18th Street Northwest, Suite 4180, and it's in Atlanta, Georgia. So the Sister Shop is actually it's more than a shop. It's like a building that has a whole bunch of businesses owned by Black women in one space.
Oh, really?
That's clothing, awesome. Accessories, health and beauty, books, clothes for men, women, and children, different gifts and stuff like that. So, and it holds over 150 Black-owned women brands under one. So it's actually a great place to visit if you do come to Atlanta. Because you can find just about everything in this one space. Their hours are Monday through Thursday, 11 to 8, Friday and Saturday, 10 to 9, and Sunday, 12 to 7. So make sure you guys go check them out and support them. And it's some like up and coming businesses in there. They are accepted. If you do own a small business and you want to set up shop there, they do allow that as well. So make sure y'all hit them up and support them if you're in Atlanta.
So this week, horoscope, I'm doing Scorpio. I guess Scorpios are they're the next up, right?
It's actually Libra season.
Yeah, I'm saying, but the next up after Libras is done.
Scorpios.
Libras only, they only got a week and a half left.
Why you No, they got more than a week and a half. Libras go up to like the 20s.
Okay. The 20. Well, by the time this come out, I guess.
You're hilarious.
I wasn't even being shady. I just was saying like this is the next step because I feel like I did Libras already. So for love, for Scorpios, here's an earthy trine between Mercury and practical Virgo and your co-ruler Pluto and ambitious Capricorn early in the week that can help you get some things straight. You're sharp and clever now, so apply that to your relationship rules. It's no secret that you like to keep things like emotions to yourself. And this breezy transit can help you share more of yourself with Bay. Why is it so important for you to have the last word, Scorpio? Unfortunately, this aggressive transitory energy can cause aftershocks that cause worse damage than the original episode did. For Scorpios. And for money, you have an opportunity to dramatically increase your money earning skills this week if you're careful. The caveat is due to the confrontation in your monetary affairs, you have lots of chances to bring in more, but there's also a focus on debt. This struggle needn't become ugly rather than lose your patience and cut up all your credit cards in a fit of pique. Look to balance what comes in with what goes out. And for health, there's no reason why you can't make progress in your health issues in a positive, uplifting way. The cosmos is encouraging you to focus on your body and well being and be optimistic about the results you can achieve. Laziness is the only potential problem you could encounter. Don't waste your chance to be really healthy. Do your best.
Okay. Scorpio. So I know this Scorpio. Isn't Angela a Scorpio?
She is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Don't know. Besides, I know mostly male. I know of mostly male Scorpios.
Yeah, my niece is a Scorpio. Her birthday is I think November 14th.
Okay.
Yeah. So Angela, and my baby niece. I'm
she
sure. I'm
gonna be
sure I know
having
some.
the baby around her. Ooh,
She probably have another Scorpio.
oh wow.
I mean, it's either gonna be a Scorpio or a Libra.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Okay. So we're going to get into this week's episode topic. And this week's episode topic is Summer Came and Went. Hello, Fall. Whew. I don't even really think I thoroughly enjoyed my summer.
I know for a fact that I did not. 100%. 100% I know I did not. And that's why like everything was going by so fast and I was like, oh my God, we didn't really go anywhere. And I'm like, we didn't go to the beach. So we went to the little swimming hole in Jersey.
Okay.
They had a good time, but I was like, I gotta do something beach adjacent.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I had season passes to Great Adventures and didn't even go now. Yes. When we went for Girl Scouts in June, and those tickets were free because it was with Girl Scouts.
Mm-hmm.
If you paid $20 extra, you was able to convert that ticket to a season pass.
What?
It was no way I was turning that up. Right?
Yeah, that was a deal.
It was no way I was turning that up. And
well, y'all gotta go.
We're gonna go. Yeah,
Fest.
we got until Fright Fest. We definitely gotta go, and they do stuff for Christmas too. So,
okay.
But I definitely gotta go. I think it includes parking. Parking that it pays that parking is $25.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was
it's so funny because one of my clients was saying, "Yeah, I'm going to Fright Fest." I said, "A Great Adventure?" She said, "What is that?"
Six Flags, right?
Yeah, but I was like, I forget that it's called Great Adventure where we're from, but other places is Six Flags or whatever, So I gotta remember that because I'm just so used to be like Great Adventure, Great Adventure.
Right. Yeah, I didn't realize that it was called that. Each Six Flags has a different name. Basically, I didn't realize that either.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't feel like I enjoyed my summer. I feel like it flew by so fast. It was like June came, and then it was September. Now it's
Yes.
October. And it's like I was sitting back thinking, like,
Right.
what did I do? The only thing I
Exactly.
did was come to Philly. Other than
And that was
that,
at the end of the summer.
exactly.
That was at the
Other
end of
than
the summer.
that, I did not get to do really anything. I think before summer started, Tiffany had came to visit, and her and
Yeah.
I got to hang out a little bit. But that's it. I really was working.
Right. I don't feel like I did. Yeah, I don't feel like I did much. Um, yeah, like because Ava had kind of like a busy summer, so like she went away twice, and then she did, so like she was doing things. But besides that, like I said, we didn't go away. We went to Boston. We went to Boston at the end of the summer. So they did get an opportunity, I guess, to be like in the outside pool or whatever. Like usually I didn't go to the Nile all this summer.
Oh
I
my
normally
gosh.
go to the Nile, but you know what, Shalia? It rained so much this summer.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so happy that I didn't get a membership because every other day they were sending emails saying that the pool was closed because of weather.
Wow.
So I was glad I didn't get a membership because it was closed so much because it was raining so frequently.
Mm-hmm. I think that's another thing too, because when I think about it on the weekends, when I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this and do that, it was
Right.
pouring.
Yes.
So,
And that was like the days that I was like, oh, we can go to Six Flags, but it was raining.
mm-hmm. Yeah, it was
That's
a lot of rain. But fall is here. I'm actually excited for fall because I actually enjoy fall better. I enjoy the clothes better, the food. Not saying that I don't like summer, but I feel
right.
like in summer, for me, I'm kind of like I could be a little reckless, especially with my spending. No, serious with my spending and just it's like, oh, it's summer. Let's usually I'm like, oh, let's do whatever. Let's stay out late. Let's get this. Go here. But I didn't get to do that this summer. But at the same time, um, fall is here. The weather is chillier. You're staying in the house more. For me, I'm cooking more. I'm baking more. Soon as the first day of fall came, I got my crock pot out. And
That's hilarious.
I know, right? It's like, oh, let me celebrate. It's the first day of fall, even though it was still hot. But yeah, I'm excited for fall. It's going to
Yeah.
be um, my first fall at this job. So we'll see. We'll see what's to
Oh, what
come.
what month did you start working there?
April.
Oh, April. Oh, okay. I
But
started like
even
out of
with that,
May.
it's going fast. It's already October. So
I know, but what's that? 6 months. Oh, okay. So I'll be in my 6 months next month.
that's what I'm saying. Fast. Before in my other job, it felt like 6 months took forever to get here. That's because I hated being here. But this is like moving so fast. But I just want to see how, because I like what I noticed with clients is like in the beginning of summer or when school was in, when I first started, it was like booming. Then when summer came, it kind of fell off a little bit. So I want to see how fall is going to do because like it's colder weather, kids are in the house more. Because I had clients be like, "Oh, we decided not to do therapy for the summer. We want to enjoy our summer." Like, oh, so we'll see. It's going
Yeah.
to be interesting.
Yeah. Um. I mean, I don't know. I just totally feel like as an adult, my days and weeks are just flying by. Like every time I look up, it's like, oh, we closer to this, and it just seems like I don't know.
I know. When I went to
It
Walmart, they
seems
had Halloween, Thanksgiving,
I
and Christmas.
know. I know because it was like in the summertime when I start seeing back to school stuff, I was like, oh wow, we then now Halloween, and then it's gonna be Thanksgiving, and then it's gonna be Christmas. It's just like,
Then
oh
it's gonna be
God.
New Year, a whole new year.
Yeah,
Ciao.
2024 be here before we know it.
I know, right? I was just thinking like when I was younger and I was saying, I wonder what it's gonna be like in 2000. Remember Y2K? And
Oh
that
my
came
God.
and went, and now,
Came and went.
child, it's about to be
I
2024.
know. Somebody was like, it was a post that I saw, it was like, people born in the 80s is about to be in their 50s in 8 years. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God. It's like, when you're conditioned, like automatically, usually I think of the 80s being 20 years ago. You're like, oh no, that was not 20 years ago.
Not at all. Not at
Like,
all.
it was not 20
Yeah.
years ago. Or if you were born in the 90s, you are like, in my head, it's like, oh, you're a baby. Like, they like in their 30s.
They are.
It's
They
crazy.
are. Yeah. So what you got planned for your fall? What are some things that you want to do?
Um, I am going on a class trip with my son on Friday. This will be his first class trip to Linvilla.
Okay.
And we didn't go to Linvilla. I feel like we didn't go to Linvilla last year. So I probably, but you know what? We did go to that other place. It's another farm out like Lansdale. No, out like near Sesame, not too far from Sesame Place. But we did go there.
That is Lansdale.
Orleans. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it's not that far from Sesame Place. Well, it's not that far from like Ben Stella.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's on Friday. But I really honestly hadn't really planned things out for this summer. I'm a little sad because my husband's birthday is coming up, but because he's a Libra and he's like always up and down, he really now he's like, well, it's not a big deal. He's
So he
like,
don't want a 50th birthday party?
well, we don't have no money for it.
Um,
So yeah, so I don't know. Um, he's like he may be working. He like I don't know. He keep changing it because it was like he just keeps changing his mind. But next month in November I have to go to Nevada for work. So, but I don't know. I'm not necessarily looking forward to it because there's no direct flights. So it's long
okay.
days to travel.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I have like layovers for both of my flights. So, but
Well, where
I'm
are
a
your
big
layovers at? Are they in places where you can
or
actually?
like Arizona or something. But like
Um,
one I think is like 3 hours. The other one is like maybe an hour. So I know
oh,
my
that's not
total,
long.
but I feel like my total travel time is like 8 hours. You know what I mean? And then that's not even including like getting there 2 hours early and all that. But I
Mhm.
actually signed up for a TSA pre-check. I have
Okay.
to go next week. Well, I really had an appointment today this week to go. You go to like a facility and bring like your documents or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna do it next week because this week got too hectic. So I'm gonna do that next week. But I do also need to prepare because I'm supposed to be. I don't really want to go, but I'm supposed to be going to Europe in June. I gotta get. I
What you
gotta.
mean you really don't want to go?
I don't really because I gotta spend my own money for myself
With your job?
to Europe. No, for Ava's Girl Scout trip.
Oh, okay.
I personally was fine with her going without me.
She
My
wants you to go.
husband,
Oh, he
my
wants you to go.
husband, my husband doesn't want to send her to Europe without a parent. So it's like in one aspect I understand because if something happens, like I wouldn't want to, like carry that burden, but because I feel like she'll be 12 and she's a big girl. But yeah, so we have to sort that out. So that's coming up. too. So, and that'll be, and June will be here before you know it. I still didn't get our passports. I have to get our passports. So that's something I have to work on within the next 2 weeks.
I have to say, girl, yeah, because they taking extra long with passports now.
I know. Yeah, I know. But you can't start it online, right? You have to like print out the paper.
Yeah, you got to print out the paper and fill it out.
Yeah, I printed out a long time. Right. I printed out a long time ago, but I just love things that you can initiate on the internet because the TSA pre-check now you can initiate on the internet. So that's why I was like, oh, and it's only like $70. I'm like, oh, let me do this. But
yeah, not the passport. Because even the thing about it is you fill it out, but everything got to match. So, like, if your middle name is not on your license and you put it on the application, they're going to make you fill it out again. So they thoroughly check everything.
Right. And then you know what? Like I said, with the whole TSA pre-check thing, I don't know why I never was like conscious of it that my middle name is on my license. Because I usually, when I sign up for things or when I have a job, like I never include my middle name.
Yeah. But is it on your birth certificate?
Yeah.
Oh, well then that's probably how it ended up on your license. Like when you went, did you look and see? Because sometimes they just copy the information straight from your license, your birth certificate on your license. If you don't correct them, like they'll still just put their whole name. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just never paid it any mind until like I said, what happened was when the lady at my job was booking my flight and she was like, right, tell me exactly how it appears on your license. And then I was like, oh shoot, I don't feel like my whole middle name. I now have the license, the what is it called? The verify, the new license thing.
Yeah.
Cause I feel like it wasn't on. I need to look at my old license. I feel like it wasn't on those old license. Like I feel like it may have just been like an initial, but for my whole middle name to be on there. But I've come to grips. I used to hate my middle name, but I've come to grips with it. I don't dislike it as much.
I don't even think I know your middle name. That's a shame.
Yeah, I didn't like it, so I wasn't something I was going around telling people. But it's Sharina.
So. Oh, that's you acting like it was Judith or.
I probably would have preferred that. No, what? Because it rhymes.
Janina, Sharina.
Right. That's why. Yeah. But actually, when I the job that I met Anthony at, one of our friends, one of our coworkers there, her first name was Sharina. So I think that kind of like lightened the load for me, not because I used to hate my first name. So
yeah, my middle name's not on my license. It never was because I feel like they asked me and I was like, no.
I don't remember. That's why I said that's why I gotta look at some of my old license to see if it was on the old one. But because I didn't remember it being on there.
Yeah. But everybody's doing that now, like because Pennsylvania was one of the only states. I don't remember, but I know they didn't have like the real ID. Whereas like
that's what it's called, real ID.
Just travel with your ID. So it's a law.
I think October. I think it's this October that's coming into play when you travel domestically. You have to have a real ID or a passport.
Yeah, or you can't travel. But Pennsylvania was one of the only states that didn't have it. So now that's why they had put it off because of COVID. But now they're back with it again. So
yeah. Because I was like, when I got my license renewal, I was like, you might as well just go ahead because you have to pay a little extra. I'm like, you might as well go ahead and make it a real ID. Whatever the hell. Like, this is a fake ID, but whatever.
Because what's crazy? When I was in Philly, before I moved here, I got mine because I had to renew it. It's around my birthday. And I paid for it. But that license is still good. Like, it hasn't expired because, it's been 3 years? that I made it a real ID. So, but it's no good anyway. I don't live in Pennsylvania, so I paid for it for
Yeah.
really nothing.
Oh wait,
But
you still have a Pennsylvania license?
mhm. It don't matter because all my stuff is here. But I'm saying that.
But you do have a Georgia license also?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did transfer it. Okay.
Yeah, because what I'm saying is they took when I went to the Georgia, because they call it, what do they call it here, Georgia Bureau. So I don't know, but
No.
I gave them. I had two, my real ID and the other one, and I gave them the other one, not even realizing that that's what it was. So I still have the actual real ID from Pennsylvania, and it hasn't expired. But again, it's no good. So it doesn't even matter. But yeah, so fall is here. I'm embracing it. Hopefully, actually, I do this weekend. I'm going to a fall festival and a car show.
Oh, okay.
So I am
Okay,
going to be
okay,
able
I
to
see
do
you.
stuff. Listen, I can't.
Okay, you going outside?
I'm going outside. I can't let fall pass me by like I did summer. I can't because before
I
you know
think
it's
this
going to be Thanksgiving.
I know. I think this year I do want to take the kids to Longwood Gardens. I've never been.
Yeah, I never been either.
Yeah.
I seen
I've seen
pictures.
a lot of people. Me too. And a lot of people said that they enjoyed it.
Yeah,
So,
that'll
and I
be
also
good.
want to take my son to the aquarium. I signed him up for a free pass. They like if you have a 3 and 4 year old, you get a free season pass.
Okay.
I believe I signed them up for it, but yeah, it's a lot. And I feel like
Yeah,
that's what I said.
no, I was saying I remember the last time I went to a car show in Philly, you and I had went. The car shows here are different. You don't have to pay. It's pretty
Oh,
much
God.
it's outside.
Oh,
But
okay.
people here they got all kinds of cars and they like to show them all. So that's pretty much what it is. And even if you want to be in a car show, it only costs $20. So you like show off your car, and they look
Oh,
up
okay.
good. You can get in it, touch it, all that stuff. So it's pretty cool.
I feel like when we went, that may have been the last time I've been to the car show because the car show normally come what in February in Philly.
I think I know it was cold, so I don't know. February,
Yeah,
March,
I feel like
somewhere.
it's like February. Yeah, those tickets be too much.
They do. That's why I'm in enjoy this free one. So
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna definitely make it my business for us to go to Linvilla as a family. Hopefully, my
mhm.
husband he's just like is not coming home on a consistent basis, but I would love for us
Well,
all.
his job is far away now.
Well, I mean, his job if he tells them that he wants to come home that weekend, then they route him home. But
Oh, okay.
hmm but he's been having incidents where like maybe something happened and he couldn't make it back. The difference is at his old job he wasn't driving alone, so he had somebody else driving, and so his clock wouldn't run out as fast, right? But they have a reset. So after a certain amount of hours that you drive all week, you have to you have to take a 34-hour break.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes that 34-hour, a lot of times the 34-hour break is not here. This 34-hour break is in Michigan.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. But anywho, but yeah, but I'm a and a lot of times it'd be me too, because a lot of times I don't speak up. So I'm gonna just speak up and tell him that I want us to go as a family because he did bring something up like, oh, we didn't take the kids to La Villa. So
Y'all didn't even take no pictures.
I know, I know. I wanted to go to Philly photo spot
Mm-hmm.
and take pictures. So hopefully we can do that too.
Yeah.
Before the year is up, we can go as
Mm-hmm.
a family. And then especially now, my son, he's a little better with taking pictures than he was before.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm not letting fall under the rug. I don't know. That was corny, but that's all I can think of. Because I just really feel like, dang, summer. Plus, My girlfriend who lived here told me about this bakery that they have jazz. I forget what night she said, but it's BYOB. She was like, we should do a double date. So I'm gonna do that with them. Just
Oh,
a
that's
lot
so
of stuff
sweet.
that I've been looking into because there's a lot of stuff that goes on that's close by. Like they got the rodeo here. So and it's like literally 5 minutes away.
The Black Rodeo?
No. But it's still here. I'm not going, but I'm just saying
I
like they
wonder,
do.
do they still have that going on? The Black Rodeo? I remember it used to come to Philly.
I
You
know
ever
it was
went?
in Texas. Was it in Texas?
Oh, you know what normally come in November? Soul Circus. I need to look that up
Oh,
because my
yeah.
son has
They come
never
here
been.
too. Okay. I need to look that up too.
Yeah,
That would
but it
be
usually
cool.
comes to Philly like in November because I know in July I think it was in Maryland because I know Raheem had went for his birthday, so I need to look that up. That's what at least I can do. Take my
Yeah.
son. He'd be
Don't
so happy.
let fall fly by because before you know it, it's going to be too cold to do stuff outside. You're going to be wanting to go from the car to the house, from the house to the car. So.
Mm.
And then, too, the clocks fall back in November. I don't remember them
Oh yeah,
falling
that's
back,
the only good thing. That's the only good thing.
but it's going to be super dark.
Well, you get an hour.
I like light.
No, I'm saying that's why it's daylight saving time, so you get that extra hour. That's why we go back.
Yeah, in the morning, it's going to be, it just
Well,
get
if it
dark.
was,
Like
I'm saying if it wasn't for the daylight saving time, it would be darker.
right now it gets dark. What time do it get dark there?
Close to 8, I guess.
Yeah, same here. But before it used to get dark close to 9.
Right, and that's why when once the weather changed, and that's why they try to give us that hour. But it'll start here. It'll start getting dark at like 6 on.
5 o'clock. Yeah, it'd be like, what just happened? It's dark
Right.
as I don't know what.
I know, because Aiden be like, it's night. It's not nighttime.
Mhm.
But yeah, um, they don't have the date. So Soul Circus, they still say to be announced for Philadelphia.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I
Well, at
put
least
I
you know
put
you
myself
didn't miss it.
I put myself right. I know it's normally in November because when Ava was little, the daycare she went to, they always went every year.
Mhm.
But honestly, I haven't been since then, probably since she was really small.
Wow.
Um, so yeah. And then time is going by so fast, like
I know.
especially when I look at my children and like my daughter, she's so she is maybe a quarter inch shorter than me. If
Listen,
that.
everybody kids taller than me. It's like mind blowing. And my nephew turned 14 today.
Right, but
Tyler
you're
turned
short,
14.
so you're used to people being taller than you.
Not
I'm not
kids.
used to you not, girl.
Mm-mm.
Kids been taller than you.
Kids
Your
have
niece,
been, but
your niece
not,
is taller than you.
but not like my niece. My oldest niece is she's well, her mother's tall, but I don't
Right, that's what
know.
I'm saying. But like, I'm taller than all my sisters. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm taller than all my sisters. My niece, I don't have one of my nieces. She may be my height, but nobody else is taller than me. But Ava is going to be the tallest woman in my family. That's for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah,
But
because
yeah,
she's still not done growing.
no,
Yeah.
not at all. At all. But I do I'm thinking about signing her up for uh this basketball program. Because at first she was like she didn't want to do it. She wanted to do basketball at her school, but her school hasn't said anything about the basketball program. So I don't want it to be too late and then she's not in basketball at all.
Mm-hmm.
But the basketball program, it fits in the schedule. I just have to drive to Germantown twice a week, but it at least fits in her schedule. Um, it's Monday and Wednesdays. She doesn't have dance on Monday and Wednesday, and then her after school program is done at 6 o'clock. The basketball starts at like 6:30. So,
How you gonna do
uh,
that with the podcast?
I don't know. Oh, she might. I might, because I think Dewana's daughter might go, so maybe she could just ride with them, and I'll pick them up.
Okay.
From 6:30 to 8 or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Like my nephew turned 14 today, and like all these memories of him as a baby came up. And I'm like, dang.
14? Mm-hmm. Oh my God, that's crazy. Yeah. Girl. 14. That's why I said. Oh, okay. All right, so I guess we can just talk about our intentions for this season, and then move on to our lyrics. So, with this being season 8, season 8, life always happens, right? So life always happens. We always have, certain things that we maybe wanted to do and we didn't get a chance to do, whatever. Again, just like any season, our intentions is always to educate, uplift, grow, enlighten. We want to learn. So we're back. We are on 216 The Blend. That airs every Wednesday, 1 a.m.,
1 a.m., 9 a.m., and 9 p.m. Yes.
216 The Blend is an internet radio station. They play classic hip hop and R&B. They play podcasts. This is a Black-owned platform. So we asked everybody to support us, to support Bob and T. They gave us this opportunity for our voices to be heard. We plan to have Bob and T on. We got to talk to them about coming on our platform so we can discuss things with them. We want to continue having guests that bring fun and, continue doing what we're doing. We are also on YouTube. So we want
we are on YouTube. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes. Make sure that when you're searching on YouTube, you're searching the JAWN A podcast. There was an old podcast that was called the JAWN podcast, but they ain't upload stuff in years. But we're on there. So if you're listening to this, you can see the what is it called? The visual of us.
And the link is in the bio.
And share. Just please just share. We're back. We had, a great season planned out. Still talking about deep issues that people don't always talk about in the day-to-day,
Yeah. So welcome to season 8. Got some great guests lined up, some great topics. Make sure y'all follow us on YouTube. Maybe we'll do a contest. Because we do have subscribers, but maybe once we get to like 50 and then 100 and so on and so forth. So tell a friend and tell a friend to subscribe. Yeah.
And if you share our links at us, and then we'll see you and we can shout you on the podcast, and like Shalia said, maybe do like a raffle, send out some goodies. But we're back.
Yes, we are. We are back. So let's end our episode like we always do with lyrics that relate to this episode or that we are enjoying right now. So what are your lyrics for this week, Janina?
So my lyrics this week is from Summertime by Will Smith, because we are done with the summer, allegedly, even though it's 85 degrees today.
Right.
So the weather is hot and girls are dressing less and checking out the fellas to tell them who's best. Riding around in your Jeep or your Benzos or in your Nissan sitting on Lorenzo's. Back in Philly, we be out in the park, a place called the Plateau is where everybody goes. Guys out hunting and girls doing likewise, hunking at the honey in front of you with the light eyes.
She turned around to see what you beefing. It's like the summer's a natural aphrodisiac. That's still pop. I don't care. That
was really good. Like,
it was.
This is what I will say about Will Smith. I personally do believe that he does not get the credit
he deserves
of being an MC and being a rapper, because if you grew up in the 80s then you understand. Like, he was really big.
If you listen to his lyrics, he has really good lyrics, and like his lyrics are really good. I think just people often just be like, "Oh, he corny."
I think what happened is he went commercial. So it's like when he went commercial, and I probably, started getting contracts and stuff. He because I mean, people obviously seen the star quality in him for him to get his own show. He was like really young when he got the Fresh Prince.
But you know what was really good? Questlove, and Laia. Do you know Laia from Power? They used to be on Power 99. Questlove Supreme. They had Jazzy Jeff on there, and he talked about everything.
I think I listened to it.
Yeah, it was really good. It's really good.
Yeah, I love the fact that him and Jazzy Jeff still have a good relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, so my lyrics are from. My lyrics are "Put Your Records On" by Corinne Belly Ray, and this lyrics that I chose say, Summer came like cinnamon, so sweet. Little girls double dutch on the concrete. Maybe sometimes we got it wrong, but it's all right. The more things seem to change, the more they stay the same. Girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your hair down. Girl, I wish I could play double dutch. They got all these double dutch things going on. I'm like, I need to just go to one because it's so nostalgic when I see it.
I know. Yeah, they have Philadelphia definitely have the Philadelphia organization of women that do double dutch. I know. I want my daughter to learn how to jump double dutch.
I know my nieces don't know how to jump double dutch either. I'm like, what?
A lot of the kids, they don't know. I said I was going to order Ava some jacks because.
Oh, and we was trying to teach my nieces, and they just could not get it. I was like, I don't have time for y'all. Y'all want to be on a game and on social media doing TikTok dances. We used to be outside jumping rope. Y'all need to, if y'all want us to do these TikTok dances, then y'all need to jump some rope and play some hopscotch and
freeze tag, cartoon tag, everything.
Right. Everything.
Taco Butter Peak, that was a mess.
Oh my God. Woo!
All right.
So we are going to get out of here. We will catch you guys next week. Don't forget to tap the link in our bio. That will take you to everywhere we are, to YouTube, 216 The Blend, all of the platforms that our podcast is streamed on, Facebook, Instagram. So if you ever need to find us, you can always tap the link in the bio. So we are out, and we will catch you guys next week. Peace out.
Hold up. Don't leave yet. Thanks for listening to my mom and auntie. Make sure you guys follow them on Instagram at @the_JAWN_podcast. On Twitter at W_the_J. On TikTok at the JAWN A Podcast. And visit our website www.jawnpod.net. Don't forget to ask the JAWN, sending your listening letters to thejawnpod@gmail.com. Period.
This is the JAWN, a podcast. I love y'all. Be forward.